I actually think today's show will certainly bring you all very good energy. San Antonio is ready to keep the party going, and we'll help you do that with a delicious Mexican authentic recipe that'll have your guests hopefully wanting a little more. I want to welcome back Chef Jose B. He is a private chef and also the owner of Curb Food Truck. You know, the U.S. has really embraced Cinco de Mayo. So, Chef, you're bringing a recipe that I think many of you will enjoy. Enchiladas rojas, or you call them?
Enchiladas callejeras, enchiladas rojas, either way.
Okay. So at home, someone would need some pretty basic items that you can get at H-E-B, right?
Definitely. Actually, it got everything from a local grocery store.
Of course. There you go. Okay, so we have tortillas here. Do you need to warm them up before anything?
So what we're going to do is, so these are classic enchiladas that I grew up with, and we're from Mexico City.
Sure.
So what you do is just raw like that cold.
Okay.
We're going to dip them in this sauce right here.
In this sauce,
yes, ma'am, which consists of guajillos, roasted tomatoes,
Ooh.
onions, and garlic.
Oh, man. So is it a little spicy, you would say?
So guajillos don't really have much of a spice. It's just very flavorful.
For flavor, okay.
Right.
I just ripped the tortilla because I'm a beginner here, but I'm learning and I want to make these at home.
And you can definitely do these at home. It's easy to duplicate.
Okay, so you put some oil in there?
Yes, ma'am.
And now put it on here?
Yes, ma'am.
Dip it, sauce it up. I'll make another one for you guys.
Yep.
So, you know, Chef, you've been on the show several times. We brag on you because you cook for a lot of the Spurs, you have your food truck, but I think it's really cool that you are so dedicated to cooking and you want it to be so authentic. Your mom inspired you, right?
She definitely did. She always cooked everything. We hardly ever went out to eat, and she always did everything from scratch. So I knew about food before I even knew that I knew about food.
You know, I'm the same way. My family, you know, there was no eating fast food or going to restaurants growing up. And I would be annoyed, right? Because all my friends were doing it. But now that I'm seeing this and now that I'm in San Antonio, I appreciate her cooking so much more.
For sure.
Okay. Well, Mama, thank you for that inspiration because we love Chef Jose. He makes such good stuff.
Appreciate it.
Okay, so I'm making one more, guys, because I know you can't just have two. You got to have three, right?
If these probably like 10.
10. Okay, so how long do we have to wait till we flip it over?
So these, I tend not to let them go too long because then they'll start to break.
Like this? Because
so nice
of me?
and soft.
Okay. But corn tortilla is the way to go.
Corn tortilla is always, like, I never grew up eating flour tortilla before, ever.
Yeah, okay.
So it was always corn tortilla.
Okay, I'm putting this one in there, guys. And once we put one on here, we're gonna stuff it up.
We are?
Okay.
Okay, not that one.
It's okay, guys. You know, I put these in way too long. Okay.
And they don't need to be perfect. You can fold them in half, you can roll them up, whatever you want.
Okay, so
they're still gonna taste the same. They just might not look the same.
Okay, so what do I do next?
A little bit of queso fresco.
Okay, and is there a specific kind you recommend?
La vaquita is one of my favorites.
Okay.
A little bit of onion. I prefer onion because it gives it a nice contrast with the guajillos.
Okay, and then
just roll it up.
Roll it up, y'all.
And enchiladas, when I growing up, we're not very sauce, not heavy sauce. So this is all the sauce that it has.
Okay, I like that, and I like how when you saute it in the pan, it kind of like...
It gives it a whole different flavor as well.
Guys, I definitely ruined it.
It's okay.
They're all a little soggy, but this is delicious. Okay, so Chef, you say we can fold it too, like a quesadilla style?
Exactly,
Okay, so what else do I top it off with?
I personally like a little bit of repollo, which is cabbage.
Cabbage, you cut
cilantro.
it so nicely. I'm the worst cabbage cutter. Okay, I know that sounds weird, but I'm telling you, I'm not that good at it.
Great, a little bit of more onions. I like onions.
Onions on top, okay.
And then a little bit of rábanos, which is radishes.
Ooh,
and
why? The radish just gives it the...
So growing up, I don't know, we would always have at our table fresh radishes, fresh onions, and serranos and jalapenos.
Okay.
And then these enchiladas, you have to have them with pickled jalapenos.
This just looks so good, and I love the pickled carrots too. So
absolutely.
Delicious.
You have to have that.
Okay, but you also brought us a whole spread here. We have...
Of course.
Wings and mole sauce?
So these are just, I prefer dark meat, so I love chicken legs and mole. So it's just a very straightforward mole, even though mole is not straightforward because it's so complex, but it's so good.
Okay.
And then a little bit of salad just for freshness and clean everything all up. I love guava.
Oh, I love guava too. Guys,
jicama.
That is guava. I thought it was a lime or a lemon, but perfect,
Guava, jicama, watermelon, lime juice. And then this is the enchiladas.
Enchiladas, of course.
You made these.
Oh, I made those, guys. Chef, it was all his fault.
Of course. And then albóndigas and chipotle, another classic dish that I grew up eating.
Albóndigas and chipotle, wow.
Caramelized onions, roasted tomatoes.
All right, Chef. This is a great Cinco de Mayo spread. Thank you so much for cooking for us. People can check out Curb Food Truck over on the Babcock Scenic Loop area. area?
Babcock Scenic Loop, the place is called The Divide. Please come out. They have baby goats, a lot of beers, and my food
cool.
truck's there all the time.
Hey, okay, awesome. And also hire him if you need a chef.
Anything you need,
And
I
invite
got
me
it.
too, okay, guys?
Of course.
Paul, what do you say we throw a party soon and we have chef cook for us?